Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamualaikum to all my FYP examiner. My name is Mardiana Binti Haji. My Matric number is Y99602. Today I would like to present my second FYP presentation. This is my project background. Today, increasing of livestock industry need a livestock management system. The crucial part is track and trace livestock to collect all data in real-time monitoring. Movement is the enemy for collecting accurate data from livestock. Recording movement requires durable equipment and good network coverage, capable of operating in any weather, dusty environmental, open space and other extreme conditions, and able to read even when long range, wide range, can record from various propagation, and it's able to record and collect data quickly, accurately, and precisely. This is because livestock is constantly moving. The important requirement to overcome this issue include long-term and low-cost monitoring, long battery lifetime, low price of device, ability to connect many devices, and long-range coverage. The long-range coverage is the most critical issue of this technology, and long range of RFID is the focus in my FYP. The best solution is using LoRa RFID. LoRa using protocol that offer a compelling mix of long-range, large link margin, and low power consumption. Meanwhile, RFID technology use radio wave to identify any object. From the background, we came out to project motivation in order to give contribution for livestock management using LoRa RFID to ensure livestock sustainability. Based on the project background and motivation, here is a list of some problem statements related to my FYP title need to be addressed throughout this FYP. The first is a movement related to the title. Tracking the movement of livestock is the main criteria. This is because tracking is important to ensure that livestock are detected from thief and ensure the presence of livestock in the monitoring area. In addition, tracking livestock is important. All data collected for each livestock will be used to monitoring, controlling, and assessing in real-time and centralized database. Moreover, the use of LoRa RFID in livestock management is still new and need a lot of research to increase its use livestock environment. Further research, especially in line of sight and propagation due to obstacle, and record the range of distance that can be covered using this technology need to give more attention. Several objectives are listed to overcome the problem statement, and it is a guideline in achieving the final result of this FYP title over these 2 semesters. The first objective was to design and provide a new livestock movement tracking system using LoRa RFID reader and tag. Next objective need to achieve is to record and test data experimentally for read range LoRa, propagation, angle, and reading various tag capability using one reader, and record any collision if happen if relayed within the monitoring area. After that, the third objective is set up dashboard for storage and monitoring data. The last one is to identify read range for evaluate the transmission range and detection performance around the study area. This is a general research question: how to efficiently test RFID application in repeatable and controllable, especially for the environment manner. In order to answer the question, typical challenge and consequence thereof need to be considered. The question need to be considered is how to define a test methodology for long-range RFID software development. How can LoRa RFID application be tested in general? Is there any systematic way of choose test case? How can LoRa RFID application and their input be described in regard to testing? How to simulate the interaction between the LoRa RFID system and the software test to allow automated test execution. For achieve the research question, here is some scope of need to work out throughout this FYP. The first one is propose suitable test method that include common parameter to deploy LoRa RFID in this project. Determine the experimental measurement setup for evaluation process later. Perform the environment and record the measurement based on the test method. Analyze and evaluate the measurement result. The next one is literature review that are useful for my FYP. The first one is the role of RFID in agriculture. This paper discusses a challenge and limitation that should be faced in RFID technology in agriculture. The second one is RFID range test for animal monitoring. This paper focusing in testing the range of RFID transmission in order to detect the movement of study animal. The third one is LoRa batteryless UHF RFID. This paper presents the architecture and design trend of a compact, programmable, batteryless RFID UHF RFID sensor. The fourth one is animal identification and data management using RFID. This paper considers the basic problem of collecting all tags in large-scale system through a handheld RFID reader. The last one is a conceptual study of a long-range active RFID system for reliable data communication. They propose a combination of Zigbee-based RFID and long-range reading data. This is our device that used throughout my FYP, and here is some features: the protocol, a reading distance, antenna, RF output, and frequency. This is a research strategy and methodology. The one is a review of literature and existing approaches or data for use of RFID application in tracking movement. This part had been done throughout this semester. All the literature review was explained clearly in FYP report. Number 2 is manual experimental setup to find the read range, angle, propagation, and collation reading, if any. First reading was taken and all the summary reading will further explain in FYP report. Next is methodology. Is quantitative method. Collect as much reading data as possible, analyze and compare. And the next one is evaluation metric. Number 5 is development of appropriate methodologies and model. 6 is use case identification and feasibility study of the development method. The last one is methodological validation. The validation shows that the methodology presented here is applicable and accessible with common metric that correspond to the state of the data and software testing later. The last one is result. For the first step, get into this device. I'll already try to get some range reading, play around with the angle and try to get some data reading and analyze it for the purpose of next step. According to the datasheet, range device is up to over to 15 meter up to 25 meter. I already test in a limited space room. The device can read up to 16 meter with limited different angle due to the limited space. Other than that, there is some challenge in use RFID. So during the test, some observation recorded and it was a challenge need to be solved for the next phase. The first one is frequency use, position of tag and read antenna to each other, polarization, shape of tag, interference, coupling, physical disturbance, tag detection, and air interface protocol. Another observation is some of the factors listed above, such as position, may change continuously due to physical disturbance. For example, the reading probability may be close to 100% at first, but it may fall sharply due to the changing environmental influence. That's all my presentation. Thank you very much for your time. Watch my presentation, and Assalamualaikum.